Hello everybody, Zeidoktor here with Typical Manga Fan, and this episode of the Typical Manga Review will be dedicated to Attack on Titan, Chapter 82, Hero. And we're kind of like hearing what is presumably like Armin's dialogue, I was going to say monologue, I mixed up there, sorry. And as we see kind of scenes from back behind the walls, we see Historia, the councils, the soldiers and all that.
Who was in the original I guess defense against the Titans, and then that other girl who was like had a crush on that guy who just died.
Yeah,
kind of sad.
Basically, and I'm just saying oh, they've got the plan, they got to carry it out, and if we can just trick Bertolt, this battle will be won.
And, it's interesting that we just had this whole spiel on what being a hero means, and this chapter is called Hero.
Yeah, because we're recording this immediately after our first Hero Academia review, just for anybody who doesn't do it in quite the order there.
Oh! I guess the gods must have some type of humor with this.
Yeah. In any case, like I said, we get a nice little page spread of Eren face to face with the Colossal Titan.
Yep. Yeah. And then after that, we see a bunch, the Survey Corps, going away from the Colossal Titan and just saying, like, our job is to keep Reiner away from the Colossal Titan and Eren, and because they can take care of themselves, and let's draw his attention. And so they're basically trying to distract him, but he's just ignoring them and just focusing on trying to get to Eren where the Colossal Titan are.
Yeah, he's not having any of that.
I mean, he's not stupid, so he knows.
Mikasa comes with a simple solution. We'll just have to kill him.
Oh, I love her. She's awesome. And I just like how he's like, we'll just have to kill him.
Yep, and he basically gets him behind the knee with a thunder spear, which sends him tumbling down.
And so I was like, yeah, we got it. We just basically got to beat him now. And then we cannot lose. Like, we have. If we don't fight, then we can't win. We just have to try.
Yep. And they're also putting all their trust in Armin and Eren to deal with Bertolt.
Yeah. And then we go back to Reiner, and Reiner's just remembering him talking to Bertolt, and Bertolt's talking about how he's gonna blow this area away, blah blah blah.
And he's saying like he can't remember anything that happened past that. So he has no idea what actually happened to him.
Yeah. And so what was that? Why is that? Is it because...
maybe just because of so much damage, and it could also be like because he's had issues.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, using the Titan form more than... basically having to... I think like he had to like change where his brain was or something.
Yeah.
And then having to like recover so quickly in the same battle, I guess that'd leave them kind of drained and probably having issues too, strengthening those issues. But so he basically says he doesn't have much strength left, and that he just needs to get Eren, and then he can win.
Yep. So it just make quick work of everybody else. Tempting fate right there, buddy. And meanwhile,
especially with Mikasa in front of your face.
Yeah. And Bertolt is like noticing this as well. Like Reiner's facing the other four who went after him. Like he also knows that the only people who miraculously survived his attack were also part of the group with Eren. And to be honest, I wish they would have all been blown away too. But I'm used to these kind of trials by now. Eren's in tatters. What could a waking him up do?
Yeah. Oh, he's actually and he's saying this to Armin actually. Yeah. Basically, he says he wants them to show him, what will they do, or what will they leave behind? What will Armin leave behind in his final moments? But basically, Armin has this plan come up, and he's basically telling Eren what it is. They're not telling us yet. And then he's like, sorry, I can't die until I see the ocean first. So if things really get bad, you gotta handle everything, because I was never that brave. He's like, and Eren's like, no, you've always been brave, blah blah blah, in his head.
Well, because he can't speak as a Titan.
Yeah. And they say, and Armin's like, didn't we promise we go to the ocean together? Have I ever lied to you, Eren? Okay, the last time we talked about the ocean, I think, was when Eren got eaten. So
yeah, and also,
but I don't think Armin has that ability to get out of there.
He also has this follows up with the very ominous line. So no matter what happens, stick to the plan.
Yeah.
He gives out this hopeful word and like, no matter what. And then,
I feel that us reading so many stories at this point in our lives kind of just makes us so pessimistic on this side. I feel like was there ever a time when we read this and then we didn't fall for it? We're like, oh no, he's gonna make it. He's definitely gonna make it.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that line.
The fact that it's Attack on Titan doesn't help.
Yeah, that's not all.
So Eren tries to attack, but he stumbles and falls down the wall.
Yeah, not good for him. And then Reiner's like, okay, well, I guess that's it. Time to end this. And you can see him like try to grab Armin, but his arm is so skinny. I mean, he's really not doing too well.
No, no.
And he smashes down against where Armin was, but Armin dodges it and goes right up to Cloud Titan's face. Mikasa sees all this, and she's like, okay, well, she starts to get worried, but then she's like, no, they have their job. We have to get Reiner. I love Mikasa. She just knows what needs to get done. She doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, it might be different if they were actually like in actual danger rather than just doing their own thing, but yeah.
She trusts Armin and Eren. She like, this is trust, you know.
Yep.
This she understands, and especially maybe the Mikasa in the beginning of the series would have done something different because she did let her emotions get to her after she thought Eren died.
Yeah.
But I think now it's sort of like, look, after all I've been through, I think I know now it's better to just let them do what they.
Yeah.
Trust them.
Meanwhile, she has actually got a plan to defeat Reiner with just 3 Thunder Spears.
And he's like, we only have one chance, no matter what happens here. And he's just like, he doesn't say it. Wait, does he? He doesn't say it, but someone says, "Bring it on." I guess he's.
I think it is Reiner from inside.
I thought. Oh yeah, you can speak inside, I guess, right? So, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because it wasn't a thought bubble, but okay. So then John yells, and he's like, so basically they act as baits, I think, right? Or is it Mikasa who says that?
I don't know. I think it's it sounds like John because he's saying first I'll start by acting as a bait.
Yeah. So yeah, John does that, and he basically just gets them, pushes them, sways them, pushes them all away. How does he do it? He just use he uses the wreckage.
Yeah, basically the plan was basically John attacks first to get his attention. Connie and Sasa coming from either side to use a thunder spear on his mouth to get his jaw blasted off.
Yeah,
and I'm her last one to get him from inside through the mouth.
I'm actually I'm blanking on what the term is. He's not sway, like he is
stagger.
Wait, no. See, when he swings his arm, what is that? There's a word for that.
Swipe.
I got it. Fine. Yeah, I guess he swipes them away. I guess. Yeah, he swipes them away.
SWAT.
Oh yeah, I got it. Well, yeah, he swats them away. There you go. Yeah, they don't. Sasha doesn't look so good.
No, she pretty much takes some wreckage right to the front there, and her thunder spear kind of shoots wide.
Yeah.
But Connie does manage to land his hit.
Yeah. And John gets hit too, actually.
Yeah, but he was expecting to, I think.
I hope they don't kill Sasha.
Like the idea is like to open Reiner's mouth big and wide so Mikasa get the last one in. It's not enough to do it because he only got one side, but that's going to cause problems. But we go back to the other fight first, which we see Armin getting blown away by Reiner, but he's not actually flying too far out. And Bertolt doesn't understand why that's happening either. I think I said Reiner earlier. Sorry about that. His anchor shouldn't be staying connected to him because he's actually getting blown away. But Armin has actually figured out that even though part of the Titan's body gets consumed when he's using that steam thing, his bones, or in this case his teeth, are not. So as long as his anchors stay connected to his teeth, he's not going to get sent flying.
Yeah. And there's a lot of steam coming in. So Armin's getting, this is like 3rd-degree burns probably at this point because that steam is hot.
Yep.
So the bird's like, is he trying to create a diversion? Eren is still pretty exhausted. Mikasa's got their hands full with Reiner. What do you have left? There's nothing. And he's like, all right, I'll put you out of your misery. And this is not. Armin gets the full thrust, the brunt of that steam. It's not looking good for him. And he's like, the only thing, and it's like basically say at this point I have to entrust Eren to my dreams. I can't let go. All I have left is this is the only thing I can give, and that I know Eren can make it to the ocean. They're in Germany, right? How close is Germany to the ocean?
Well, we don't know if they're actually in Germany. They just got German culture.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Germany. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the entire human civilization at the wall basically wraps around the country of Germany because that's it's the law of land that they encompasses. But basically, he says, okay, he'll see the ocean for me. So basically, and he basically it falls unconscious if not dies at this point because he's basically blown away by the steam, and he's all burned. And then we switch back to Mikasa, who's like, okay, well, Reiner's mouth isn't open, but I'll have to do it anyway. And so everyone's telling Mikasa not to do it. And then suddenly,
the right side of Reiner's mouth gets blasted by something. And,
Yes. It's Hanji.
yep.
Yes. So, yeah, she's back.
Yep.
Yes, and yes.
Yes. And she pretty much calls out to Mikasa to finish the fight. So, and that's exactly what she does. She jumps in like, wait, what are you, Reiner? Get out.
Oh my gosh, best duo in this chapter right now.
Yep, and just blast him right out of his back of his own head.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. This is like, yeah. But I am so happy Hanji's back. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I mean, she's kind of burnt on the left side, and I think she lost her. Man, she may have lost an eye. I'm okay with that.
She's alive. That's the important thing.
That is the important thing. Now for Sasha to be alive. That's all I care about too.
Yep. And then going back to the other fight, the Berthold is thinking the fight's over. It's like, okay, all that's next is Eren and the horses. But then when he looks at Eren, he realizes that it's not actually Eren down there. It's a hardened Titan. Like it's actually an empty shell. But he realizes it's just too late because right behind him, Eren is going in for the kill.
Oh my! And it's a rehash of what happened in like episode 5 of the anime. I don't know what chapter of the manga. But basically, when they first clashed, Bertolt basically went away. Nope, this time Eren's got him basically got him for good, and he slashes the nape in the neck and gets Bertolt out. And Bertolt realizes that actually Armin was a complete diversion, all for him to lower his guard. And Hanji and Mikasa see this. And Eren's like thinking back to how Armin told him, like, didn't we promise to go to the ocean?
I never lied to you, Eren.
Well,
I thought I knew you were always the bravest of us all.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't realize. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking that I guess Armin's on the ground. Oh, well, not on the ground, on the roof, basically burnt to a crisp and
very, very likely dead. Yeah.
Yeah, he even says that his body may have been burned out, but the dream he left his friend remains.
Yep. And then one thing that didn't click to me at the beginning, I tweeted this to you as well, but where I realized, like, does this mean they actually caught Berthold alive? Because he's holding on to him as if he's captured him, and he's got like no arms or legs.
Well, I mean, come on, they can survive that. I mean, didn't Rhino survive getting his head slashed? I mean, getting stabbed.
True, and also keeping him de-limbed is useful because, like, I think Levi even said, like, when he was fighting Zeke before, the Beast Titan, like, that doing that keeps them from being able to transform.
Yeah, and they can heal too. So I mean, like, I guess with Bertolt he can't really heal because I guess he used too much energy on the Cult Titan.
Right.
But I'm sure he's alive. I mean, this is not the death. This is not a death scene that we just saw. Oh, well, we did see a death scene, but we didn't. Yeah. Well, maybe we did see it, but we didn't see a death scene of Bertolt.
Yeah, but at the very least here, the whole point of that though is like, I wonder if this means we'll see some kind of revelation or explanation next chapter. Now that they've actually got these two in place, like I don't know if Reiner is still alive or not, but Berthold's still alive.
I'm pretty sure Reiner's still alive. Let me look at that. He got blown away, but that's not for a character like Reiner. No. They have to be shown dead to really be dead. Like, you can't take chances with these people. Like Hanji, right? I keep saying Hanji. It's Hanji. You think I'd say my favorite character's name correct? Or one of my favorite characters' names correctly?
Well, I think that was kind of a confusing one in the first place. How do they say in Japanese, out of curiosity? Do you know?
I don't know. I think the Japanese. I think the English dub say Hanji, and they always say what the Japanese say. So I think that's how you say it.
Typically, yeah.
It's not even a common. I don't think it's not even a common German name. So I don't even know if it is. It's probably. I think it is German, but yeah. So I mean, a lot of stuff happened in this chapter. Yeah. So basically, at this point, Zeke is down, Reiner's down, the Armor Titan's down, and the Closet Titan's down. They basically they have defeated these two, but Zeke is still out there. But he has to recuperate.
And don't forget the most dangerous of them all, the Pack Mule Titan.
He could actually end up being one of the most dangerous of them. We don't know anything about him.
Very true. And we also have a whole bunch of normal Titans gunning for Levi.
Yeah, but Levi can do it.
Yeah. If anybody could. I mean, it's either going to be him or Mikasa.
I mean, okay, so you asked me, you asked me, they're both Ikemen too, this is interesting. You asked me if I, excuse me.
Take your time. I know you were excited.
Yeah. So you asked me how I felt when Armin basically might have died.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I thought there might be like a bit of more mixed feelings here because you have like Hanji alive, awesome, but also like one of the main three characters dead, or at least very likely dead.
Okay. So Armin was never in my top 5 favorite characters for this manga, but after the, it was actually this arc that specifically made me like him. Because I mean he's always done plans before, but I felt like this was such a big moment that he actually came through. So I'm not torn apart that he might be dead.
Right.
I am somewhat sad, but not like I'm not gonna cry out in tears like I would if Hanji actually died.
Yeah.
Or even Mikasa or Sasha. They're all women. Interesting. I think you pointed that out too in one of our previous videos. Like, all my favorite characters, all my favorite characters, almost every manga tend to be women. Whatever. I don't really care about what sex they are or gender they are. It's tricky because he was beginning to become one of my favorites, but not there yet. And now that he's down for the count, it's just like I care more about it than I would have 10 chapters ago.
Right. At the very least, like if he's going down like a champ.
Yeah, but I don't care as much as I would have maybe if I spent maybe 15 or 20 more chapters with him.
Yeah.
But there might be hope. We're still if he is still barely alive, the Titan serum can be used.
Yeah, and if Reiner and or Bertold are still alive, he could end up beating one of them in order to take their power.
Oh shit! He basically get either an armored or colossal Titan.
Wouldn't it that'd be rather poetic if he ends up being the colossal Titan and we actually get him on our side?
Oh, yes!
The most iconic Titan in the series.
On our side.
Yeah. Because like I said, the thing is, like I said, I say iconic, not necessarily like the most best well known or anything. It's like, well, best well known, yeah, because it is iconic. Like when people think of Attack on Titan, that's the thing they're gonna think of first. Because that picture of him looking over the wall.
Yeah, he's only been seen 3 times though, so that's the thing.
It's like 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah.
3. It's 3. Because the first time was when he destroyed the wall the first time. Right. The second time was when he destroyed the wall, a different wall the second time, which is when the back after the time skip, and this is the third time.
What about when
I actually like that. I actually like that. What did you say?
What about when they kidnapped Eren?
Did he?
Yeah, remember like right when they first exposed Reiner revealed who they were.
Oh, I thought Reiner turned into a Titan, but Reiner didn't. I mean, no. I thought Reiner turned into a Titan, but Bertold didn't.
Well, I'm pretty sure Bertold did because he used his steam to cover their escape.
Oh well, we didn't see him though, did we?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I mean that was a part of the manga I kind of glanced over, yeah, I think this is actually one where we see the whole thing, the third time. So Sasha might. I think Sasha's still alive.
Oh yeah, I mean I think she's gonna be injured but fine at the moment. I'm not really worried about her.
And I know John's alive because John's is the author's favorite character. He wouldn't kill himself that quickly.
not with so little fanfare anyway. Like he would get something like Armin did here.
Yeah. And I feel like if she did die, there'd be a little more attention given to her because she has been a big. She hasn't been like the Mikasa, but she's been around.
Like she's developed as well as a character. Like even like when she fought a Titan. You talk about Sasha. I was talking about Jean actually, but still Sasha too. That applies there also. Like,
well, I mean,
neither.
I knew you were talking about.
Yeah, neither one would be killed without fanfare of some kind.
Well, I knew you were talking about John. I just switched it back to Sasha after you were done talking.
Okay.
I really hope they don't kill Sasha off. Like, I hope they don't do the stupid John after they get back John's alive but Sasha actually died. It's like, I like Sasha just because she brings the comedy. She brings the comedy in some, even just by her the drawing, her facial her facial expression.
She's kind of drawn a little bit differently than others in a sense, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the fun in the manga. She's the fun. So why take that out? But Armin might be So it'd be interesting that Armin's probably gonna get he might get the serum because remember, with this happened with Eren and we thought Eren died and He somehow came back. So we don't know. I mean, obviously he's not in the same position as Aaron, but he might be able to get some of that serum coming into play someday. And after all,
I just thought of something just now, like literally just now.
All right, what is it?
Let's say we go with our theory here that we're kind of working with right now. Like, and Armin gets a Titan form from either Bertolt or Reiner.
Yeah.
They find out where Zeke and their other Titan villages is. And
oh yeah, you're right.
They could anyway. Well, or even then, because they might have the memory thing going for them. Regardless, Armin uses Armin takes the Titan form and pretends and basically approaches it in Titan form with Eren. Captured. To infiltrate.
Okay. There's actually one other thing that might have happened is that maybe they have something like similar to the first King, where he gets the memories of Bertolt and then he actually tries to kill Eren and everyone else because of whatever made Bertolt want to kill him. Because he knows what Bertolt knows, and whatever made Bertolt want to kill him. He said like, oh, you're not bad people, but you still have to die. If Armin gets that memory, it might be like the situation where you get the first King, where then you get this memory of what makes humans evil, and then he actually says, no, you guys have to be put down. That could happen too. Yeah,
we stand a chance of seeing that regardless of who gets the Titan form too, if anyone does.
Yeah. So yeah, but I prefer the Colossal Titan. I want him. I mean, okay, wait. What if he eats both of them? No, that'd be too much.
No, I don't think that would work that way because eating the other one probably wouldn't do anything in that case.
The armored Colossal Titan, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That actually might be too much on the body because
that might be OP.
Bertolt could barely keep up that giant form, and but yeah, the Colossal Titan as one of us, as Armin, the blonde Colossal Titan. I don't know, it'd be weird. There probably wouldn't be any here anyway. But yeah, no, that'd be cool. Or maybe he might do it with Reiner too. I don't know who they do it with. They might actually try to eat Reiner because Bertolt's probably more. It's a lot better when it comes for interrogation purposes because Reiner he's lost his shit so many times. I don't. He might not be useful as like a hostage or an interrogation victim.
Yeah. I said it's gonna be interesting to see how they can keep them captive without like their Titan forms coming up. Are they just gonna dismember them as they heal or something? Or are they just gonna question them until they get what they want and then actually just kill them on the spot?
I mean, like what are they gonna do after they get them under control?
Yeah. How are they gonna keep them under control?
Well, just make sure they can't bite themselves. Or keep them so weak that turning into a Titan might actually kill them because they wouldn't have enough energy to maintain it.
Yeah, because they don't necessarily have to bite themselves, but I think it's just injury of some kind. So
injury of some kind. Like, but that's the only. But I mean, saying like that's the only way you could do it if they were to tie them up. Yeah. That's how people tend to do it. Like if you tie them up, they just end up biting their tongue or something. So prevent any way for them to get injured, or keep them so weak that even if they were to go Titan, they would basically die on the spot because they don't have enough energy to maintain it.
So there may be ways to do that. I mean, because we don't have the convenient crystal prison of Annie.
Yeah. No, they better not do that shit. Annie, it makes sense, but with these guys, no. We got them where we want them.
Yeah.
And I think it's about time we get some victory. It's been a while because this entire fight has basically been them going killing everyone essentially.
Yeah, I think our last proper victory was the King Titan.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hanji's back. Yeah, woohoo. Yeah. See, wait, not until they're actually dead can you say they're dead. Yeah,
not until it's confirmed, or we actually see it happen on screen, like full on, undeniably happen.
Until they actually say out loud, "He is dead." Like even with Armin, like someone's gotta say, "He is dead," and even then,
right now all I've got is the end of chapter blurb, which may not mean anything.
I mean, he's burned, and sometimes like the thing is that with people like you can shoot some people in the head, or they can get burned like this, and they can still survive for like 10 minutes, something like that. Like Abraham Lincoln was able to survive for a while after he got shot in the head.
I think I remember hearing that.
Yeah. And then I remember correctly, the doctors effed it up. In fact, I think that it said that if the doctors did not do anything about it, he would have survived with some obviously disabilities and problems, but he would have survived. It was the doctors screwing around with his brain trying to get the bullet out and other shit that actually killed him. That's what I've heard. But he was alive. That's definitely. He was alive for a while. So yeah, it could be the same situation where he's dying close to death and might die in like 5 minutes if he didn't give the Titan serum.
Yeah. So that definitely something to see what happens there.
Yeah, and obviously, and he's got to keep his promise. You know, he said to Aaron, "Have I ever lied to you? Well, let's not make it a first time, right? Let's keep you honest, keep you an honest man."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that's about it.
Yep, I think we're good to go here. That's been our review of Attack on Titan, Chapter 82, Hero. Go ahead and take us away.
Haji!